I'm starting off with one relic. It's a very build-around relic. I don't exactly know. Hero's Backpack, Spiral Slayer 40. I think I just take Spiral Slayer. Um, I don't really need the +1 crit damage because Hero's Backpack should be giving me such a massive amount of crit damage for the orb that I choose to use a ton of. But I don't think I'm going to need it. Whereas One with Circle is just extremely solid constantly, as well as should hopefully help me get off the ground more in the Complex Claw. Perfect. Although my gold is slightly off. That's fine though, because none of those are particularly insane to try and build Hero's Backpack off of. It's very worth it though. 2-2? 2-3 actually. It is pretty silly, but I don't have to spend any gold on removals. So I only have to spend 30-ish more gold on a removal. Which, like, it's not bad. Especially since, you know, with that upgrade I could really just play for it. The fact that it's got +1 damage already is a very, very big deal, to be honest. I can get to 50 gold. Oh. It's a bit hard to play for this. This could be my cheese bone. I feel like I'm going to get good value out of this, but I think Unicorn Hole is just better there. I think I just need to take it. This is probably going to be very unfortunate. Ah. So when I said probably going to be very unfortunate, it was kind of a specific boss I was thinking about. It was indeed Minotaur. The good news is we do have 1 normal damage, which does mean that we are allowed to deal damage. The bad news is we're going to take at least 3 hits. And I think that's kind of not ideal. So close. 89. You know what? Oh my. Well, that was close. Very close. There we go, we have 69 gold. We'll head into the store, do an upgrade when we get to the store. Refresh also to trigger a crit. Prime Rod of Frost. This Inception is also something worth talking about, but I believe we just take Prime Rod of Frost. Right, yeah, I can just aim straight in. Well, let's just aim straight in and grab a gold on the way in. Ooh, Probob is definitely a very good candidate. 40 gold for the removal, actually. But yeah, let's just try Robob, I think. I think that I kind of need to go in now. I think I need to start stacking up my Adventurer's Backpack value because I can actually keep the Orboros in my deck with this Adventurer's Backpack Robob game plan. Which sounds good just because I might need access to as much gold as possible. It really very much could be the case. Now, I do have access to a cookie, so I think I would kind of also want to be getting as much value off of that as possible. Let's grab Pierce here. Okay, look at how insane that shot was. I'll go for a shot like this, which actually pops the bomb. I was going to say it pops this peg, but it also popped the bomb. No, Robob, I'll go for an upgrade. +1, +2, or Orboros. I would also... It's just so impossible to get enough Orboros duplications to play for Adventurer's Backpack Orboros, but if I did somehow find the opportunity to do so, I would take that. Considering the fact that I'm certainly going to reload, I think that I just take that. Certainly going to reload versus the boss, to be clear. This just happened. This was definitely something that just happened. Oh. Well, rip. I don't think we can live here. Do I want to try and... Hold on, that was actually a good shot. The fact that it comes with Pierce as well is definitely a contributor. Oh my! Bomb? Oh, bomb value isn't going to be enough. Man, the Orboros upgrade was an amazing, amazing call. Yes. Oh no. This timing is so bad. I have the decoy orb though, it's so much less bad than I thought. $38 damage, please. Oh my. That could have been drastically, drastically worse. I don't have blind, I don't have crits, I don't have max health gains. This is tough. I think it's just fleece. Yeah, okay. The decoy orb definitely helped out a ton there. Oh, me oh my. It's very spicy. Okay. Hello. Hello. Have you just done what I think you've just done? Oh my. Wow. Wow, I have 50 gold as well. Yeah, no, I have no words for that. That's crazy. I really just got through that. PS? Yep. I want to get through area 2. That's why I took that passive specifically. Okay. Well, I was looking much better until that happened. You are. What? Oh, this seed is funny. Extremely funny. Luckily, I'm an amazing, just incredible shot. Wow, that was so good. Right now, let's do that. Actually, that was a bad shot. That still works out so much, though. Oh my. That first shot was just incredible. Wow. I can't believe this. That's crazy, man. 510 now. Betsy's Hedge Flower Power Glove. Wow, these are good. Wow. I have Fleece. I think I'll take Power Glove just because Betsy's Hedge is probably the best choice there, but I still want to actually be able to potentially get use out of Fleece. Which, okay, this is not bad at all, not bad at all. Which means that I probably can't afford to take the Hedge. 3-4. I like the sound of that. Really do. Orboros is helping out a ton. The fact that it's actually got real amounts of damage associated with it is just exactly what I needed. I do also have some healing, which is really going to come to play. The decoy orb as well is just going to give me so much. I just need to not get Rubble Horrible as my first 2 orbs. Just like that. That was a very clean fight. Oh my, I'm not getting any more rub orbs. 50 pegulations. It's extreme amounts of pierce, which does sound kind of nice. There is also a heavy hand and an electro pignet, as well as a passive that I really don't want to take, so I won't. I think that should work out well here. I do kind of need a real game plan against this boss that I'm fighting though, because it's going to be very painful otherwise. Yeah, that sucks. Oopsies. It's fine. He's not dealing like any damage to me anyway. Alright, now let's claim Pierce. Miss the refresh, that's fine. Bang. A bomb will just finish you off, but only just. Refresh? Oh, it's literally only 2 damage. Absolutely nothing to worry about there, eh? I think I will go stores just because it should be easy enough to buy Robobs there. And I really just need damage to build up my Orboros off of, because I have ridiculous levels of Pierce. Kind of just banking on that at this moment. 400 damage. Unless I can get into the bombs. Oh, I think that's not happening. I'm just a bit too worried about... Oh, perfect. Barely. Oh, that's the fight. Right, yep. I've seen a lot of Bull Lightnings, you know. Certainly would have been nice to build towards that instead, but I don't know if it was too late to... Problem is, I feel like if I start trying to lean in any kind of direction, it's going to start offering me other things. I mean, surely this is just an amazing, amazing fight for me. I guess I did technically misplay, didn't I? It should be good enough, though. Let's have Primal Orboros for the second shot. There's shield. I popped shields. Nice. Good. I do think that I probably should have just taken a fast reaction there. I thought there were some specific fights in Area 2 where I was going to really appreciate having the shield thing, and it was definitely nice there. It's also not RNG, the only RNG is me actually hitting the fight in the first place. We're very good at delaying this fight, because the bombs don't actually get the kills, which means our Orboros should just be able to mop them all up. Unfortunately, the shielding doesn't matter here. Illusion wouldn't matter either, though. Alright, these guys are super screwed. 143 gold. This is good. I just need enough to buy... I mean, triple passive would be fun, wouldn't it? But more specifically, I just need enough to buy 2 passives and as many Robobs as there are. Who knows how many there will be. There we go, there we go. Alright, perfect, I can still buy 1 Robob. I would rather not miss Navigate just because it is sacking 5 health, which is... It's a lot to sack. Perfect. But I did want a tiny bit more gold. There we go, look at how good this is going to be. Now, I don't need to buy the remove, that's completely correct. A refresh perspective, a basic blade, and an ambidextrary, and there's just a lot of interesting stuff here. Like, taking Sparring's investment and then just going all of the question marks does sound kind of funny, doesn't it? Actually, you know what, that sounds much more real than I initially expected. Alright, a whole bunch of Robobs, and basically just playing for a Robob game plan, which means hitting the crit should be easy enough. I don't think I need my basic blade. Refresh Perspective is going to be very handy. I don't have an extra refresh on the board, though. That is where Refresh Perspective really shines. Sparring's first, but I'm probably not going to hold enough gold for it. And Ambidextrary, you know what? Actually, if I've got this many Robobs, the Ambidextrary might be really handy just to discard the Orboros if I start off with Orboros Horrible. But the Orboros is getting removed from my deck sometime soon, so I think I'll just take these two. Does mean we can't access the ambidextrary later though, which might be very unfortunate. Right, 250 damage. Alright, I passed step 1. Now let's get that again. Oh god, it's so much less bouncy, isn't it? Extremely unfortunate there, but there we go, much better. Okay, yeah, that hurt, and I really need to buy this. I think that healing there is like super mandatory, but unfortunately buying Robobs is just even more mandatory, so it's just something I need to do. The good news is when we get fights like this where we're hopefully not losing any health, which really need to be the case. In a perfect world, I'm getting exactly Peg Bag or Refresh You, because currently that's just a super big weakness I have. Although, like, Slimy Salve as well would also be insane. If I can hit the crit, that would be huge. Oh, so close. Good news is we've got the Orboros next, so all's well that ends well. Now let's try and get myself up to 50. There we go. Just need to make sure to be able to buy the heal. I don't actually need the heal depending on what path I take. How crazy is it that I want to actually go left and like not spend cash there and get an intentional oboe as well? You know what? It doesn't really sound too crazy, only incredibly crazy. But like the gold could be so handy. This is very silly. It's not really that much health I just lost there. Maybe Amber was better. No, that was pretty good value. 7 more health for another upgrade. I can't really afford to do that. I'm kind of just hoping that I don't need a heal at all. That's what I'm really hoping for right now. That is nice. It'll pay out sometime in the future if I get to the future. Alright, I mean this should be simple enough, right? Just hoping this doesn't create any problems. Man, the pig bag would have just been so nice. It would have given me the healing, it would have given me my refreshing, and yeah. As I thought, this should be a pretty nice and simple fight. I'll take a tiny bit of health loss, but I also healed that tiny bit of health loss, I believe, fully in the fight. And I have an intentional over actually, so seems like it just works out well. Yeah, my health went up. Again, I'm going to try and stock up on the gold, I believe. Those are some fun orbs, but not this time. Oopsies. Really, really silly there. At least it's only losing 4 health though. The intentional oboe actually does make a pretty big difference. As much as I would like to consider that, I think not. I will spend 5 gold for an upgrade though. It may end up mattering. Oh, Mio. That fresh banana is exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for. As mentioned, I really just need the extra refreshing capabilities. And honestly, I was significantly more scared of this fight until I found that. Not bouncy enough though. That certainly looks pretty bouncy though, doesn't it? Alright, nice. This is not our Orboros playthrough one, but it is just a free 2000 damage, which that certainly works, doesn't it? There's no shot this doesn't hit a refresh. In a perfect world it hit the other refresh, but it is what it is. Let's see what you can achieve. There are no bombs on the right hand side of the map, so I would have preferred you stayed away from it, but I didn't do the best job aiming away from it, so I guess it's fine. Realistically though, you get around 1000 damage and I'm just extremely happy. The Orboros is just going to be repeating that. Yep. Basically exactly that. Alright, leftmost refresh please. Oh, no refresh. I see, it's going to be like that. Well, not much for me to do until I... I really want to get this leftmost refresh gone, just out of the way, but it seems like it might be a bit hard. The healing I've got going on in this fight is also really nice. The decoy orb should also be able to put in some decent value. I'll try this. It's probably not going to do much, but there is a chance that it just goes completely ham. Somehow gets the refresh, and yeah, not going to do much as expected. Decoy orb there was just as fabulous as I expected, and wow, it is extremely unfortunate, isn't it? I believe this should simply be enough to finish off the fight, but it got closer than you would like. I'm just not doing that. Got much closer than you would like. 218 gold though. Like now I just have a ton of gold to play with, and I think it was worth it. Especially since I got some pretty good events as well. Bam, there you go, +1 rubble. It's just so much damage now. Yeah, look at those. We'll take the upgrade though. Constricting chains. I mean, realistically, I don't really think it's anything else, so yeah, sure. I think it should just work out just fine. Yeah. Half damage is annoying, but not enough to stop me. Not quite, eh? Not quite. Boom. He only has 2 circle. Too much to be worried about. And I'm still healing. Great stuff, and that is another rubble. Wow. Very impressive stuff. Would you spend 25 gold to get +1 crit damage on basically your entire deck? Because I certainly would. I will just shoot this first. The upgraded ones definitely make more of an impact though. That was still pretty damn impressive though, wasn't it? Pretty damn impressive. Good heals. Absolutely crunch. I think we'll go far left. That lines up the best, doesn't it? I probably should have taken an upgrade there. Oh yeah, that's a whole lot of enemies there, isn't there? Just enough damage, perfect. Oh, barely enough for the worm as well. Wow. That was more looking at the mirror. Oh no. It's really, really unfortunate because the Orboros next. Oh, and I can't change my targeting to the extra bat that spawned in. That sucks. Oh well. I'll get to him eventually. 3 health. Wow, they actually hit really hard. Because I have intentional oboe as well. That's a rubble. Nice. Nice, nice. How does one aim this? Like, it looks like the aiming is like this, but like, it certainly is a funny shot. I would love to go to the question mark, just grab all the extra gold, grab the free passive, grab the round card, grab the refresher course, I think actually just pretty solid. Okay. I think this is a boss that we should be reasonably good against. Let's grab that crit right there. A solid start, eh? A very solid start. Just taxing him 1k health sounds like exactly what I want to be doing. Good, a good 700 here. Yep, a good 700. Then I'll do this shot, which isn't the greatest, but should still be good enough. I kind of had to skip past a lot of pegs there to get the refresh, but it is what it is. There we go. Alright, good stuff. That's a lot of question marks. Should be pretty good. But we definitely want to boost our refreshing powers, don't we? I think that's just our top priority here. Let's make sure we're going left. Oh, that's not left. That's left. Okay. What's our plan here? We're definitely running that. And none of these really do anything apart from that. I think we want the Orboros going at this point. Just lean fully in on the rubbles and then spend the rest of our time just upgrading the rubbles and buying more rubbles and healing, I believe. Should be good enough. That is perfect. Definitely an insane event for us to get. I believe that's not it. That's a House of Slime. That is exactly what we wanted. You know what? If the other path wouldn't have gotten me a House of Slime, then I definitely chose the right path. Let's just quickly check for... I think I'll just go right. Musk of Sorrow, Ring of Pain. I'll take the Musk of Sorrow just because there's technically some passives that I could pick up that would make that very decent. And Ring of Indignation for the upcoming boss battle just shouldn't matter. Speaking of shouldn't matter, this one very much should matter. This is nice. I don't have to spend any more gold healing now. Is what I would say if I didn't get this fight. I should still be fine though. I have intentional oboe after all. And the Apple a Day. Boosting my max HP just a tiny bit more definitely also helps out a whole bunch. There we go. Yes, I'll aim at you, sure. Bang. Oh wait, no, I forgot. We don't take damage to these sappers at all. Nice. Like, they literally don't even scratch us. Perfect. I need more rubbles. I'm actually running out of rubbles. That's what we got the decoy orb for, though. Alright, so Gonna slam on some upgrades here, just a few after all. But this is very much what I wanted to take this path for, because I want to make sure that all of my orbs are super bouncy. Like, when I chose the Hero's Backpack, I wasn't expecting to play this kind of build. Well, I mean, they're both completely useless. Hope Turtle can give me a rubble, though. But I guess I'm not too surprised. I honestly did not have any clue what orb I was going to use. An extra slime. An extra 2, hold on. Well, it's not going to matter, of course, because all of the pierce that I've got going on should just be lovely. I'm kind of shocked that I didn't get any fleece value, though. I thought that because I got the fleece so early, I would actually be able to get value off of it, but I mean, that just wasn't the case. Refilibuster bringing in some work there, nice. None of the other passes would have mattered there at all. Oh, that was a really, really good refresh there. Right, good stuff. And yeah, getting that Primer of Frost was definitely really, really nice, despite the fact that I had safety pegulations. Just having that extra layer of pierce. There are a ton of fights where it definitely matters. Especially in Area 2, I think we had more than a few of those. I do think Fire Bonus definitely probably could have and should have been the Reactum, but hard to say. Alright, let's send the upgrades. That's about as perfect of a deck as you can hope for, eh? We even have half damage as well, that's the crazy part. It's not enough to stop the Rubble Avalanche. Oh, wow, that's a bad map. Alright, perfect. The Constricting Chains, though, second boss passive, like, yeah, it's always unfortunate that you're having the effect of the Hero's Backpack, but it's still just more than good enough in my eyes. No value from Mask of Sorrow, no value from, you know, more than a few things that didn't really end up matching. I'm surprised just how much value we got out of the Orbit story, to be honest. I thought that was going to be very much the same kind of thing there, but no, it mattered. I got 2 free passives off of it, as well as I feel like I was getting noticeably more rare relics consistently. And here, Intentional Orbo as well is going to be pretty massive. Are those 5 picks actually damaging me? Are they 2 damage per hit? I didn't think they were. They actually are. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, no wonder why Coin Dragon Crucible 20 felt so hard that one time. It's just like, if you don't have the health pool to deal with this guy, he can actually become a problem with Crucible 20. And there are some builds that definitely need to play the slower game against him, like we would have, and honestly, we probably would have lost. Like, look at this, he's on 1300 health, and we've taken a lot of damage this fight already. But getting that last second Inferno Wing get kind of just turned this fight around for us, I think. Definitely due to the Constricting Chains being a mass proccing source, so it's very hard for us to evade the self-damage fires. But yeah, we are also a scaling build though, so now we're dealing pretty solid damage there. Pretty solid damage. I believe that should hit a refresh. 1 or 2 rubbles may be lost in the process though. Oh, no, all 3 were lost in the process. Not to worry, because this shot should be good. This map is better. I still don't like it that much, but I'm pretty sure it's better. Yeah, the cookie was definitely insanely helpful as well. It was very interesting changing my path to go to all of those question marks. Like, there was just so many question marks there. Overall, this was actually a really, really interesting map. There were a lot of question marks, starting off with the both the question mark passives on this seed. Actually sounds like a lot of fun. I may do that. I may not. We'll see. Just because there were so many elites area 1. It was very spicy. I'm surprised the Minotaurs let us fly by without basically any issues. Like, they were so much easier than I expected them to be. Not quite. One more shot, I guess. No, barely. Wow. Good job, Rubble, there. Really, really good stuff. We've got the refresher at the end there. I realized that just getting as much refreshing as possible was definitely the play there, so I tried to build up towards it as much as possible. Didn't really get the most stuff, but I just had such good refresh energy stuff to go along with it that it was just definitely the play. Only 11 fights, honestly, that's impressive. It was actually less than what we spent against the Demon Wall, which is really funny because there's a lot more health on the Coin Dragon, and technically Constricting Chains is increasing the damage, but not by much, right? It really depends on what kind of build you've got going. Obviously, we had the refresh perspective, though, which helps out a ton. And, you know, safety regulations isn't exactly doing anything against either of those bosses. It's part of the reason why you wouldn't really want to take it as a boss passive. But when you're taking it, you should expect that it's getting you through Area 2 and Area 3 enemies. It's just like this, the elites or bosses that you're going to struggle with.